I'm good, thank you.
What are you filming for?
Pardon?
What are you filming for?
For my own purpose.
What purpose is that?
My own.
Pardon?
My own.
Right, okay. I'll come out and speak.
Do I need a purpose to film?
What?
Do I need a purpose to film?
Well, normally you do.
No, I don't.
Just let the van get out.
Well, first of all, could you identify yourself?
Show the numbers there. 1171 NA.
If you could actually say what the numbers are, please. Not
Yep.
everyone can actually read them.
1171 NA. No
Thank
worries.
you.
So what's the purpose of filming today?
For my own purpose.
Yeah, what's the purpose?
My own purpose.
Just what's the purpose? then?
Because I want to film.
Okay. Obviously, when we see people filming outside, we get a little bit worried.
Yes.
There's terrorism, things like that.
Okay, so
That's
you're calling
why we
me a
asked.
terrorist?
I'm asking your purpose.
Okay. Well then, can you tell me then the last time when a police station was actually hit by a terrorist?
Well, that's not the point. is
Okay.
it?
Yes, it is the point, because it's predominantly, okay, it will be the public that will get hit by a terrorist, not the...
The video begins with a tense exchange as a man calmly explains that he is filming for his own personal purpose. Police officers immediately question his intent, creating an atmosphere of suspicion. Despite repeated questioning, he firmly maintains that he does not need to justify why he is recording in a public place.
police.
I think that's incorrect.
No, it's not incorrect. You've only got to look at past events, okay, and you will actually see that. And then
Okay.
when you
About
look at the
PCP
last police
Farmer.
station, the last police station that actually
about
got hit by a
PCP
bomb,
Farmer?
okay, was in
That got stabbed by a
1972.
terrorist. How about that?
Okay, yeah, that was a stabbing.
Yeah, that's a terrorist act.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So then, if that's the case, then should we then talk about a certain officer that killed a young woman when he
That
was
wasn't
in
a
uniform?
terrorist act.
No, but that was a member of the
correct?
police. That was a member of the police, okay, that actually killed a member of the public.
Right.
Okay.
So what's the
So,
point of that in terrorism?
because it's my right, okay,
I'm not saying it's
to
not your
film,
right, but I'm asking
okay.
why you're filming.
because I can.
Yeah, but for what reason? So you've come
My
out here
own
today-
reason. My
you've
own
come out
reason.
here today,
I don't need to explain to you why I want to film.
But we're asking you why. I mean, we've got powers under the Terrorist Act.
What,
to
section
search
43?
As the conversation continues, officers express concerns about security and potential threats, even hinting at terrorism. The man challenges this assumption, questioning the logic behind linking public filming to criminal intent, and pushes back against what he as an exaggerated fear.
To search you,
And
to
if
search
you
your
use
phone.
section 43, okay, it will be unlawful for one.
For why?
Okay,
Why is
because
that?
it's my lawful right.
Right.
And if you actually read the actual memo that got sent by the IOPCC,
Okay.
IOPCC, sorry, back in 2020,
Mm-hmm.
right, it will actually state that people can actually film a police station,
Yeah.
okay, police staff, police vehicles, okay, and section 43 should not be used, okay, in
But
that
what about
actual
hostile
event.
reconnaissance? What about that?
Okay,
What
do you-
if we see you filming outside a police station?
Okay, well
and it
then,
could be
well
viewed
then,
as
let me put
hostile
it to you this way.
reconnaissance?
I'll put it very bluntly. Okay, if you believe, okay, that it is, okay, then if you contact the counter-terrorism
Well, we
squad.
haven't got time for that. If it's
Well,
terrorism,
no.
is
If
there?
you
We haven't
believe
got
that,
time
if
for
you,
that.
well, I'm just standing here.
Right.
Okay, if
What
you
do you think
believe, if you
terrorists do?
believe that, okay, then you contact them.
Well, no.
Okay, but
so I'm
also
looking
as
at my
well, what are
camera,
your
you-
reasonable grounds? What
Right,
are your
so you're
reasonable
outside,
grounds?
So you've waited for a van to come out. How do I know you're not going to run in when you're filming a police station? What for? It could be for the exit.
Well, this is a
Could be
public
for the
footpath.
The discussion quickly turns into a deeper debate about real threats. The man brings up past incidents, arguing that public spaces, not police stations, are more common targets. This shifts the tone from simple questioning to a broader argument about facts versus assumptions.
Trust
You made a presumption
Why are you-
that I may
why-
go in.
Well, yeah, of course.
Okay, you
We
made a
can't-
presumption.
We can't take that chance because
Yeah, I know.
apparently terrorists don't attack us. They do. I
Okay.
just gave you an example, haven't I? A few
Yeah,
years ago.
and then should we then talk about actual people then that get abused by the police on a daily basis?
Is that what you're filming for?
Okay.
Are you seeing if police are abusing people within the custody?
Well, yeah, you tried to say about using section 43, okay, and
Well,
that would have
I
been an
didn't. You
abuse
brought-
of power.
Well, it's not an abuse of
You
power.
use
You're
you said the
filming
terrorism,
a police
yeah,
building,
which is a completely
which
lawful
could be seen
activity.
as
It's a
hostile
completely
reconnaissance.
lawful activity.
Right. which
It's a
could be
lawful
seen-
activity.
You're not letting me speak.
It makes no difference.
Well,
Good afternoon.
hello, have you spoken to one of our colleagues earlier?
I've spoken to several of your colleagues.
At the police station, yeah?
Yeah.
That is in out here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Could you identify yourself for
Yes,
me, please?
PC McKenna, 1263.
Thank you
November.
very much.
Why do you get so anti when police come and speak to you?
I'm not anti.
Surely it's a good thing. that-
No, I've
that we're
had
being protected
several
from our buildings.
good interactions here today.
Tensions rise when the man highlights controversial incidents involving police misconduct. By referencing cases where officers harmed civilians, He flips the narrative, suggesting that accountability should go both ways between the public and law enforcement.
Right.
Okay, with 3 other officers. I've had
Okay.
some really nice interactions with them.
Okay. So you're
Right,
saying this isn't
and
a
not
nice
not one of them even attempted to bring up to do with terrorists.
Well, the first thing
Not
I see
one of
when
them.
people come outside a police building and start filming, that's the first thing I see. That's what I think. That's it.
Well, then you need to actually rethink your actual mindset, okay?
I don't think so.
Well, yes, you do, okay? And when you see a member of the public, whether or not they're filming or not, okay, maybe if you actually approach and said, "Can I help you?" Okay, like you did when you stuck your head out the
Yeah, I
van,
did.
okay. But then it should be, okay, is there anything else I can do for you? Whatever, okay. I should be allowed to carry on and do what I'm lawfully allowed to
I've
do,
allowed you to. You've been filming me for ages.
okay,
So I've allowed you to.
okay. Well, it's not about you allowing me to.
You've just told me to allow you to.
It's not about you allowing me to. It's something that I'm rightfully within my rights to do so.
The auditor stands firm on his legal rights, insisting he does not have to explain his actions. Officers mention legal powers like Section 43, but he counters confidently, claiming such powers would not apply in this situation and could be considered misuse.
Right, okay. You've just told me to allow you to. I have for about 10 minutes now. So.
Okay.
What's your first name?
I won't give my name.
Okay. What are you auditing? Just out of interest.
Pardon?
You're auditing, right?
I am,
What
correct.
Are you auditing?
A public building, okay, and a public service.
What is it? Just the amount of police officers that come out, or the vehicles? Or
No, just whatever I can see. Just whatever I can see. Whether or not a vehicle comes out, okay, an officer comes out, makes no difference. I'll film whatever I can
Is
see.
it just police stations you do, or do you go and do it any other?
Any
public building?
public service.
So like a library? Would you go to a
Okay,
library?
yep.
Fire brigade?
Yep.
Okay. I'm literally just
Yeah. No,
scoping. Just
it's anything that the
finding out.
public. It's anything that the public pay for.
And what do
Okay,
you do
that's a
with
public
that
service.
information?
It all depends. It all depends.
On what you see?
Yeah, I use it for my own personal interest.
The man references official guidelines, stating that filming police stations, vehicles, and officers is allowed. He argues that policies clearly support his actions, reinforcing his stance that he is acting completely within the law.
And how many hours do you put in a week, would you say?
That's
doing that?
irrelevant to how many hours I put in.
Oh, do you enjoy it?
I do enjoy it, yeah. So because at the moment, and especially with the Met, and then even then if you look at homicide police, okay, there is a massive divide between the public and the police. There is a massive divide,
Yeah.
okay, and that divide is something that needs to be closed because we need a police force
agree.
without
I
any
agree
shadow of
completely.
doubt. It's very important that we have one.
Yeah, it's a good relationship.
Okay.
That's why initially PCSOs were introduced, initially.
Yeah, but then now there's loads of mixed views to do with that, okay, whether or not that was the actual right thing or was it actually about actually trying to get trained officers in.
What
They
do you
are
mean?
trained officers.
Well, no,
They're
they're
civil, weren't they? But
yeah, okay.
I used to
They're,
work at
they're
TSA.
not in the same level as you guys as constables.
No.
They're not in the same level.
They don't have the same powers.
Yeah,
Correct.
as such, yeah.
As more officers arrive, the interaction becomes more layered. While some officers remain calm and professional, the man points out differences in their approaches, praising respectful communication while criticizing aggressive assumptions.
It's not that
Okay.
they've got their own job. It's not the same level. It's just that they don't.
Yeah, they've been
the
put
same
in
level. The bridge.
as a replacement, okay, to what used to be the whole old home beat officers, okay, where they go out onto different estates.
That's
okay,
you've
and
kind
try
of
and
got them. You've
engage.
got safer neighbourhoods, haven't you?
Yeah.
So then you've got the PCSOs that are attached to the safer neighbourhoods. The majority of them, not all of them, obviously, and they're trying to bridge that gap. So is that what you're trying to, look into then?
Well, yeah, it's to see how the police actually feel, okay, to do with it. And that's why I said I've had some good interactions where an officer came out to me, he turned around and went, "You're auditing?" I went, "Yes."
Do you
And then,
do you understand why we come up and question you?
yeah,
There's
but-
a lot of people that, as you've already said, there's a lot of people that really don't like us.
yeah, I welcome any interaction. But as soon as you try and say about the Terrorist Act, okay, and all the rest of it, okay, then that is when, okay.
The conversation shifts toward intentions. When asked what exactly he is auditing, the man explains that he observes public services and interactions. His focus, he claims, is transparency and understanding how public institutions behave.
it won't go down the same line as what a normal civil conversation would have
But
been.
that's what we're trying to notice, and that's what it is linked with, because people gathering information from police buildings, and then they use that information and unfortunately become quite destructive.
Well, any place really. It could be a tube station, train station.
Yeah, well,
or
just
going
remember,
video.
everything that I'm filming now, okay, can also be seen on Google Earth.
Right.
Okay, the only difference is the actual interaction, okay, between myself and officers, because I can see the whole police station and everything from Google Earth.
But
You'll be able to see how
many people come in and out, what times
and that's
do
obviously
people
what
come
we're
in
doing
and
our
out?
job. I'm curious just to
I don't
to know what you're
care
doing.
how many officers go in and out. I don't care what times they go in and out.
Okay.
I'm not here for that.
But when I came out, straight away I said, oh, what are you doing? And you didn't want to tell me. But if you just said, I do an audit, I do it on all public buildings.
He further explains that his filming extends beyond police stations to other public places like libraries. His reasoning is simple: if the public pays for it, it should be open to observation. This reinforces his argument about accountability.
Then it would have
But
been
I don't have to
interaction, wouldn't it?
justify what I'm doing.
But I'm asking you a question. Just
Yes.
as if we walked past in the street and you wanted to ask me a question,
Yeah.
I'd answer it.
And I said, what did I turn around and say to you what I was doing?
A purpose.
Okay,
That's it.
for my own interest.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
No, you didn't say
Okay.
your own interest. You said a purpose.
Yeah, my own purpose.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you look at it, my own purpose is my own business.
Right.
Okay, and if I don't wish to tell you what that business is, I do not have to tell you what that business is.
Okay, but when you're videoing places like this, you
Yeah.
can't get all angsty when people come
Okay,
and ask you.
so then,
'Cause it's our job
so
to
then,
come and ask and
so
make sure
then,
it's safe.
so then, do you go up to everybody then that's filming Buckingham Palace, okay, and 10 Downing Street,
That's not my
okay,
job to
and
do
stop
that.
them all?
That's not my job
Okay,
to do that.
do you go round to every single place, like even then when you look at the Olympic Park, okay, that's not far from here, even then when you look at that, okay, do you walk up to everyone that's got a camera?
It's not my job again,
Okay,
is it?
do you walk up to everyone
But
who
this
you
is
can
just-
see with a
This is just a
phone?
normal police station, isn't it?
Yep, and this
So
is
we've
just,
come out,
and
you're
I'm just a
stood near
normal
the
member of the
gates.
public with a phone.
The first thought,
The discussion takes a broader turn as both sides talk about the growing divide between the public and the police. The man emphasizes the importance of trust, while acknowledging that negative experiences have created tension over time.
is, well, why is he filming? And that's what come last year.
Okay, so, and that's why I said to you that instead of actually doing it exactly as you done, okay, and you've been very polite and very professional, and I will say that, and that's how a conversation should be fully conducted, exactly how it was with the other officers that I spoke to previously.
So what's your plan for the rest of the day? You're going to carry on monitoring?
I have no idea yet. I have no idea. I
Just so
just
you
take
know
it.
that
I just
obviously-
take it stage by stage.
I only know because I've spoken to the officers that stopped you earlier. If you continue to film, probably more officers are going to ask you what you're doing.
And that's fine. That's fine. And I welcome any interaction.
Well, you didn't really welcome mine, but no worries.
Well, maybe you should look at the way that you actually approach first.
But you said I was fine in the van. and
Okay,
I said
yeah,
I'm just
and it
gonna
was when
jump
you
out
got
and
out,
say-
and it was when you got out, your tone changed.
Right. You
Okay.
said it was when I mentioned the Terrorism Act,
Okay.
which was a good 10 minutes
Yeah.
into the conversation.
No, it wasn't.
Is it a piece
No,
of
it
it?
wasn't.
Was,
The camera footage will actually show that. Also, as well, you didn't have that on straight away.
But it
Okay.
starts recording before I
Okay.
turn it on.
And just make sure. Okay.
Officers attempt to justify their caution, explaining that filming sensitive locations can raise concerns. However, the man counters by pointing out that most of what he records is already visible online, questioning the consistency of their concerns.
That does actually get kept because I will be requesting a copy of that.
For a policing purpose, it can get kept. So I have
Okay.
to justify why I've kept.
No,
Yes, I do.
once I put in a request, okay, I had 30 days before it is actually deleted.
Correct.
Okay,
So if you
and
put a
it's in that
request in, I'll
time.
give it you.
Okay, and it's in that time that I will request a copy of it.
Okay, that's
And that's
fine.
why I said, okay,
But
please
other
make
than
sure.
a policing purpose, we can't save our body.
Okay.
It has to be for a policing purpose.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
And this is a policing purpose.
What's the purpose?
Okay, because we're having an interaction. Okay, and if you actually look, or even on the Met Zone website, okay,
We don't record every interaction.
I know you don't, but you are recording this interaction.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's why I said I will request a copy of
No
it.
problem. But like I said, I can't save it unless it's for a policing purpose,
Yeah.
which is fine. Alright?
Or
Yep, no
you
worries.
can call up 101, which I'll write on here.
A moment of understanding appears as both sides acknowledge each other's perspectives. The officer admits curiosity, while the man reiterates that he values respectful interaction, but not assumptions tied to criminal behavior.